Before you go out to find exciting PC components like the best graphics cards to soup up your rig, seriously consider picking out the best CPU cooler first. Building the best gaming PC you can is more than just about having the most powerful components. It's also about investing in the best peripherals to support all that power, and getting an excellent CPU cooler as a good start. Finding the perfect cooler for your build depends on a few things. Those include your processor and your overclocking demands. It also depends on your budget, although many air coolers are extremely cheap these days, so you don't have to worry so much about what you can afford. We'll help you find the most ideal one for you, regardless of what you need. We gathered some of the best CPU coolers on the market using our PC component expertise. First in list is Noctua NHD15. Noctua NHD15 is one of the best CPU coolers you can buy in 2019 simply because it performs just as well as, if not better, than some liquid coolers, while costing a fraction of the price. You might not be too familiar with Noctua's name, as they're relatively small in the CPU cooler world, but its business revolves around designing coolers, so you know that when you buy one of their products, you're getting a product by people who really know their craft. On top of delivering a fantastic cooling performance, the NHD15 is nearly silent as well. Cooler Master's Hyper 212 CPU RGB cooler is back with a vengeance, and sporting a sleek gunmetal black brushed aluminum finish to boot. It's not only jet black look that's upping this CPU cooler's cool factor, though it does help with that aluminum top cover and nickel-plated jet black fins to complete the look. It's also easily one of the best CPU coolers on the market with its stacked fin array that ensures least airflow resistance, 4 heat pipes that boast direct contact technology to better battle the heat, and a wide speed range for fine-tuning cooling performance and silent operation. Noctua is an Austrian manufacturer that does one thing, and one thing only, make the best CPU coolers and fans. What this means is that even though the Noctua NHL9 is tiny, it is still more than capable of insane cooling with no compromises. This is a fantastic cooler for anyone with a smaller build, or even if you're using a ton of large components, and you're not comfortable with liquid cooling. Whether you're going for 360mm or 280mm, the NZXT Kraken Z3 is an excellent choice if you're looking for liquid cooling. First of all, thanks to its vibrant 2.36-inch LCD screen that's capable of displaying 24-bit color, this liquid cooler allows total customization so you can fine-tune settings as well as display your favorite images and animated GIFs. More importantly, it delivers impressive liquid cooling performance and is easy to install. There isn't a single component that can't be improved through RGB, and Cooler Master is well aware, jumping on the RGB bandwagon with the Master Liquid ML120R RGB. What's more, it integrates some of the first addressable LEDs seen on a liquid cooler. This all-in-one liquid cooling solution isn't just about aesthetics, it features an oxidation-free pump and an efficient radiator. This means that not only will it last longer, but it'll keep your CPU cooler, and all without giving up too much case real estate, which is why it's made our best CPU coolers list. For less than 70 big ones in both US dollars and British sterling, the Arctic Liquid Freezer 120 is a deal you can't pass up if you're on the prowl for a liquid cooler that won't break the bank. While it lacks the bells and whistles of pricier, more extravagant liquid coolers, like the NZXT Kraken, the Arctic Liquid Cooler is enough to get you by, not to mention it's still a massive step up from the classic fan and heatsink pairing. So, while you can't expect RGB lighting or software, or even hardware-based fan control, the 120mm variant of the Arctic Liquid Freezer makes our best CPU coolers list, as it will keep your system refrigerated at a mostly quiet volume. Even if your budget will allow you to really go all out on a serious liquid cooling solutions, if you have a smaller PC case, you'll likely not have enough space. That's where something like the Corsair Hydro H5SF comes into play. Even on the smallest PC cases, you're able to use this CPU cooler to keep your CPU chilled, even if you have some beastly overclocks happening. Plus, because it's a closed loop, you don't even need to worry about maintenance. Set it up, and let it do its thing, you won't be disappointed. Rounding out our best CPU coolers list is the NoFan CR95C. You've probably never heard of NoFan, unless you're already neck-deep into the rabbit hole that is silent PC assembly. The South Korean component company specializes in helping enthusiasts reach that 0 dBA silent sweet spot. In doing so, of course, will severely limit your setup in terms of power, with its CR95C fanless solution being limited in compatibility to processors whose TDP fall below 95W. Still, the NoFan CR95C is worth a shot if you want to build a low-power computer that completely blends into the background.